Welcome into a special edition of Scottie Sports Talk as we preview the Highland Community College baseball season upcoming. Of course, the baseball season will get things underway on the road against Butler Community College, and they'll be a relatively young team. We'll talk with head coach Doolin, of course, some of the other coaches and some of the players, and preview the upcoming season. And joined by head coach Daniel Doolin. And coach, obviously, you guys have been stuck inside a little bit too much for your liking, I'm sure, to get ready for the season. But you're still getting in good work, I'm sure, that to the upcoming season against Butler is your first opportunity to get on the field on the road. But how's practice been going so far here to get ready for the year?
Been going good. And it's tough anytime you can't get outside. You know, us being an outdoor sport, it's challenging. You know, it seems like we've been inside a lot since January, since the guys moved back. But, you know, we make the most of, you know, do what we can. We're fortunate to have this big of a space and you know, to do what we need to do. So we'll take full advantage of what we can, and I'll credit the guys. They've showed up with the right mindset and got the work done and all that stuff. So just make the best we can.
I know that you're trying to change the winning culture, the culture here at Highland into a winning culture. And first year last year, obviously second year maybe comes a little bit easier for yourself, but you have a whole new team basically, you know, youngsters out there, and you do bring back a few guys that you can rely on with leadership and bring back or transfer in a couple guys too with some experience as well. How have you relied on those guys, the guys that are back or have some experience underneath their belt? How have you relied on them so far in practice?
Definitely. Yeah, guys like, you know, Mason Nagel, Raphael Laura, you know, Adam Miner, you know, we've got the transfers, Zane, Fa Thomas, Keyshawn Ballard, Tony Horn, forgetting somebody, you know, Caleb Underwood, he redshirted last year, John Sheckett. Guys that have been around the block a little bit, you know what college baseball looks like. Guys know what the Jayhawk Conference looks like and what's expected. You know, we ask those guys to just, you know, lead by example. Don't do anything, you know, you don't have to be somebody else that you're not. Just be yourself, and, you know, if sometimes that's being vocal, sometimes it's just leading by example. You know, we'll take whatever. But those guys have done a good job. They've done a good job being leaders, and you know, the young guys are slowly but surely they're maturing. They're coming along. So
I was going to ask you about the young guys. Obviously, how much have they maybe grown in practice? I mean, it's hard to gauge, obviously, how they've grown overall because they haven't played any games quite yet. But how have you seen maybe some growth from them, you know, in the adjustment period just to make to college?
Definitely. You know, they've got to grow up fast. We're going to play, you know, a good amount of freshmen this year. But they, you know, they're taking what we said and they're applying it the best they can. It's, you know, the learning curve for everybody is different. Those guys showed up working hard and they're learning. You know, this is going to be a process. I'm really excited about the talent. You know, Justin Reshik, that's another guy. Jordan Henning, you know, those guys are older guys that are bringing along the freshmen. We've got some young guys that we're excited about talent-wise, and once they just start to learn the game and learn how to play, we'll be fine.
What's the biggest thing you want to see from your team? Obviously, it's a different team than last year, but you're in year two. You know, what do you want to see from your team this year that you know, you kind of didn't see maybe from last year?
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is I'd like to see more W's, obviously, but you know, just a step forward in the right direction. You know, our talent level, I think, is a step up a little bit. So you know, we just want to see how we stack up with everybody else. You know, make sure we did a good job recruiting-wise. We'll get a good test, you know, the first opening weekend, you know, this weekend versus Butler. You know, it's always a good program, so we'll get a good, you know, a good idea of what we got. And I just want to see, you know, our guys go out there playing hard, playing with energy, you know, and see what we can do.
Coach, best of luck with the upcoming season. I'm looking forward to covering the guys, and hopefully you guys can you'll get those more W's.
Appreciate it.
Joined by Coach Cox of the Highland Community College baseball team, and Coach obviously eager to get the season underway, I'm sure, as it's fast approaching. But you know, how's practice been going so far, and how are the you know, a lot of young guys on the team kind of adjusting to college?
Yeah, you know, we got a young group this year, and that's one of the things we really like about them. They're very energetic. They're very focused. They bring effort every single day, which we really need as a young group. In order for us to put in everything that we need to put in, they have to bring effort, they have to bring focus every single day for us to achieve our single day goals every single day.
In the same sense of you know, being the fact that a lot of these guys are relatively new to college baseball, you have a good group of guys that do have experience. I mean, they're back from last year or some transfers in. How have you guys relied upon those guys to kind of help lead the way?
The guys obviously that jump out are your third year Mason Nagel. Sometimes we look over there and it seems like he's holding the guy's hand, trying to teach stuff at first base. Jordan Henning, he transferred in a semester. He just brings that experience, that overall salve and feel that we really want and we really like. Tony Horn has been another guy. He's a redshirt sophomore as well, and he has just brought that attitude, that toughness that you expect out of a third-year guy.
Anything particular that you're looking forward to with the upcoming season?
Just getting it started, honestly. We got snow on the ground right now, and finally competing against somebody with other than Highland across their chest.
You talk about the snow. That's kind of kind of hindered you guys from getting outside a little bit. How has that been an adjustment to being in practice, and has that kind of affected the guys' mindsets or anything?
It really hasn't. We try and push that every single day on them, that they need to be focused, and they've done a pretty good job of it so far. And we're also blessed to have this beautiful indoor at our disposal that we use whenever we need to. But in terms of battling the elements, everybody else is doing it too. So it's about what you have and how you use it, and keeping those guys focused every single day and ready to go.
Well, Coach, best of luck with the upcoming season, and looking forward to covering some of the games.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Now joined by Mason Nagel, one of the few guys that are back, of course, from Highland Community College baseball team from last year. And Mason, I'll start right there. Obviously, you come back with some experience, and Coach Doolin in his first year last year, probably going to ask you to, kind of be a leader, obviously, coming into the season. And how has he kind of done that, in practice so far? How have you kind of, taken on that leadership role?
Just in the fall, just taking on a bunch of the young guys. We're a really young team this year. Got a lot of talent, but just working with the guys that are based out of my position and teaching them the way we go about things, the way we play the game, and just kind of showing them the ropes of how to play Highland baseball.
You kind of expect, for you personally, to be able to do a little bit better under Coach?
Just coming back as a sophomore with some experience and playing. I had that fallback last year with my injury and had to sit out most of the fall, but I feel like I'm ready to go, put up some big numbers this year. So,
what's maybe one thing that you're looking forward to the most with the upcoming year?
Just seeing how this team comes together. We're really young, and it's going to be cool to see us mesh together. It's going to be cool once we really get going.
Talking about being young, a lot of guys obviously that are first-year guys here. What has stood out to you? You don't have to name any names by any means, but what has maybe stood out to you in the grand scheme of things from those guys?
Our freshman pitchers have really, made some strides in the fall, and in the last couple inter squads, they really showed that they're, ready to go. We have a couple freshmen stepping up defensively, offensively, that are, really want those spots, and they're really working hard to get to where they want to be. So it's just cool to see those young guys really stepping up to take ownership in what they want to do. So
you mentioned obviously having a setback last year with an injury. Anything personally for you coming into the season that you have like a goal that you kind of want to accomplish on an individual level?
Just be better than last year. Just be as best as I can. Try to stay away from goals because baseball's hard enough as it is. So just try to.
I understand that, man. Well, hey, best of luck with the season. Thanks for taking time to look towards the season, and of course, best of luck.
Thank you.
Now joined by Justin Reshik of the Highland Community College baseball team, and Justin, the upcoming season fast approaching, obviously, and just start right there with the upcoming season. Anything particularly you're looking forward to?
Oh, I'm just excited to get on the field with the guys. We've been inter-squadding for a couple weeks now, inter-squad, and had fall games all last semester. I'm just ready to get on with our team, get on the field, and actually play some games, and see what we can come out and do this year, because I'm excited for what we have.
Of course, a relatively young team this year overall with experience and such, and I know Coach Doolin in his second season as well, changing some things up this year. And how have you seen some growth from yourself and maybe some of the other guys in practice and in fall ball?
Yeah, having a young team has been challenging at times, but it's also been extremely fun because you get to come out and show them the ropes, kind of show them how things go. But then we also get to learn from them as well, where they're from. Things are different where they are. We have different mentalities. We have different upbringings. So it's been kind of cool to see how everything meshes together. So on the field, it's been a little entertaining as well. So we'll see how it goes this season.
What enticed you, to have the opportunity to play baseball here at Highland?
Coach Dew called me and he said, I'm a new coach here. This is a brand new team. You're going to be one of my first recruits. We don't have much here, but I'd love it if you came. And so, I figured, well, why not give it the shot? So I came here, and I've enjoyed it ever since.
Nice. Well, they still got plenty to come with the baseball season in itself. Hopefully, plenty of fun moments in that as well. And what's something that you're kind of looking forward to with this upcoming season?
The playoffs. This year, it's been our #1 goal to get to the playoffs. Whatever it takes, no matter what it takes, I'm going to do, and we are going to do whatever it takes to get to the playoffs and then hopefully to Grand Junction.
You kind of mentioned Coach calling you up and wanting you and recruiting you to be part of this program and help change the culture here at Highland for the baseball team. What was one thing that stood out to you that he said to you, or maybe has said in practice, that kind of piqued your interest and made you want to be a part of it?
He told me that when you get here, we're going to work hard. We're going to do things right. We're going to play baseball the right way. To me, that's the biggest and most important thing for me is I want people to play baseball the right way, and I want people to want to be here. If you're not working hard, if you're not doing things right, then we're not going to be as successful as a team. If we're not working hard, then what's the point in working? I mean, I've grown up small town Holton, Kansas, so it's been ingrained since I was little that we've had to work our butts off every day to earn what we deserve.
Well, Justin, hopefully you guys utilize that hard work with the upcoming season. I know you will, and hope you have a good time at it too.
Thank you.
Now joined by Tony Horn of the Highland Community College baseball team, and Tony, of course, the upcoming season is fast approaching, and I'm sure you and the guys are eager just to kind of get outside. I know you haven't had an opportunity to do that much thus far, but what are you looking forward to with the upcoming year?
From all the work that we put in this past fall, it's going to be really special to see everybody come together as a team and see what we can accomplish together. Because we put in a lot of work, and at the end of the day, the goal is to make a run for the conference tournament.
What stood out to you, from Coach in practice that is one thing that he asked you to constantly be mindful of and work on?
Bringing the juice. He always wants us to be intense, never wants us to take a day off. The little things, the mechanics, like all these drills we do, everything's for a reason. And if you do it like you're supposed to, if you do it like he tells you to do, it'll come together. Upcoming season, obviously, you mentioned goals of getting in the conference tournament and such, but any individual goals for yourself going in the year? And for me, I want to put up a good batting average, at least 300. And pitching-wise, I want to keep my ERA about a 1.5, somewhere around that range. I wanted to ask you to go back on and touch on Coach again. What was one thing that he kind of told you to bring you here that kind of enticed you to have this opportunity? Probably his connections with the next level. He's well renowned in the world of baseball. A bunch of D1 coaches know who he is. Pro scouts know who he is. I feel like he can get me to the next level. All right. Well, Tony, man, thanks for taking the time, and looking forward to the upcoming season. Absolutely. Now joined by Noah Robertson of the Highland Community College baseball team. And Noah, of course, the season upcoming relatively fast here, and I'm sure you guys are eager to get on the baseball diamond. But what are you looking forward to with the season upcoming?
It's just a new experience. Freshman in college, it's a whole new era of baseball that I want to explore and just kind of get used to that and kind of perform in a new state. How's that adjustment coming, obviously, jumping and making it to the college level? Obviously, a little bit of a difference. Oh, yeah. We work on it in practice, and we try to stay competitive in anything we do. So Coach Cox has really been helping us with that and kind of getting our competitive juices flowing right before the game time. What goals you got coming up this year that you kind of want to put together? I just want to try to keep my wins above my losses, and I want to try to guide my team into a new era for this program, and I want to try to lead that, and I'll do that in any way possible I can. You talk about kind of a new era. Of course, Coach Doolin came and took over the program last year, and he's a former Scottie himself. And what kind of enticed you to come to Highland Community College and play baseball here? Just that in itself. It's a brand new program, brand new coaching. I liked his enthusiasm. I liked his overall goals of what he wanted to do here. And everything about him kind of enticed me in how I wanted to perform as a college pitcher. So you're not the only freshman on this team. It's filled with freshmen. Oh, yeah. It's a relatively young team. How have you seen the adjustments come for a lot of the other guys as well? It's been really mind-boggling because a lot of guys have matured so much over the past fall and over the winter. We're just kind of realizing it very quickly that it's this completely new game, going from high school to college. So I think a lot of guys are maturing really quickly. And yeah, there's some adjustments to be made, but as always with anything,
Well, Noah, best of luck with the upcoming season, and hopefully you and the guys can put together some success.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Mike Smith now joined by Zane Foth-Thomas. Zane, of course, you come into Highland Community College now this year as a pitcher, I believe, right?
Yes,
of course, getting ready for the baseball season, and coming down from Canada, so a little bit of a trek to get down here. But what are you looking forward to with the upcoming baseball season?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to finally getting going. I mean, we've had 6 months now, 5 months of just constant training, getting after it every day, running every day. I'm just ready to finally get on the season and get this thing rolling.
You've been working on, obviously, kind of, get your mechanics right or anything like that for the upcoming season?
Honestly, I've just been focusing on kind of just my mental game, just continue attacking every batter like I can, like flat grounds, just attack. That's all I've really been working on.
What's maybe stood out to you with this young, it's a young group of two guys, of course, with the team. But what stood out to you, in practice so far with the team?
I like the mentality on this team. Everybody, we like to have fun, but when it comes to actually get to work, everybody's ready to get to work. Everyone's just ready for the season to start.
What have you seen from Coach Doolin? Obviously, he's a former player himself. He played here at Highland. What kind of mentality does he bring to coaching?
Yeah, he loves just pushing as hard as we can. If we're not working as good as we can be, he'll make us, and it's good because I like being pushed that way. He definitely has a lot of expectations against us and with us for the season.
Anything particular that you're looking forward to the upcoming year?
Just finally getting that first college season because I'm a red shirt, so I'm just ready to get going and just show them what I can do.
Well, Zane, thanks for taking the time to preview the season. Best of luck with the upcoming year.
Thank you.
Mike Smith now joined by Jordan Henning of the Highland Community College baseball team. And Jordan, of course, you transfer in. You have some college experience underneath your belt, so you're going to be one of the guys with the most experience on the team here for Highland this year. And how are you going to rely upon that to kind of help lead the way for the guys this season?
Along with me and the guys that have been here for a while, we just kind of want to pave a way for the younger guys to kind of fall in line and hopefully see us as role models and kind of pick up. We know what we're doing for the most part, so I hope they just see that and can kind of help us out along the way. And so,
what kind of enticed you about an opportunity here, with being a Highland Scottie?
I'm just pumped to wear the logo and show some pride and kind of just hope to bring in a lot of wins for the team. So just do what I can.
I know Coach, of course, took over last year, so he's trying to develop a new culture with the program and such. And what have you seen from Coach Doolin in practice that is, that you've liked, and some, big thing that you think that is going to help lead to success?
I've known Doolin for quite a while, even being recruited out of high school by him from a different school. And I've known the coaches he's coached under, and what he teaches, I know it works, and especially if you do it right and trust in the system. I know for a fact that what he's teaching is the right thing.
I asked some of the other guys, how you thought, or how they thought, some of the freshmen were adjusting to the college life. It's a different style of game, obviously, and how have you seen some of the guys make adjustments from fall ball and in practice?
I wasn't here in the fall, but knowing from the community college standpoint, it's not just baseball and school. It's a job. You go out, you practice every day for at least 3 to 4 hours, and you go home, homework, sleep, and eat, and that's really all there is to do. And if you don't buy into the whole baseball thing, it can eat you up. And it's not just college. Community college is pretty tough. So a lot of the freshmen, if you buy into the system, it'll work for them. So.
Anything you're particularly looking forward to with the upcoming year?
I'm just looking forward to playing with these guys. I haven't known them for very long, maybe 2 weeks now, but from what I know so far is they're ball players, and I'm excited to play with them. So.
Well, Jordan, best of luck to you and, of course, the team for the season, and looking forward to it.
Thank you.
The Highland Community College baseball team set to embark on year 2 under head coach Daniel Doolin. Keep up to date with the Highland baseball team by checking out ScottieAthletics.com and staying tuned to the Scottie Sports Network for broadcasts throughout the year.